But yeah, you and I had a really, really, really good rapport,
Yeah.
and I love getting an instant connection with people like that. You're the
Yeah.
winner.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Land of Music podcast with your host, Randy Rhoads.
So, can we go through some of your dates coming up next week?
All right, we can. Yeah.
Yeah, first one's Adelaide
The
on the
Woodshed,
4th of December.
but yeah, Adelaide, the Woodshed. I think I've seen some videos shot there,
Mm.
and that looks like a really, really, really cool place
Okay.
to do a show. And I can't wait to do that one.
Mm.
And I can't wait to meet all the fans who are going to show up. I know you are. And I got books, I got pictures, I got all kinds of merch that you guys can pick up. So yeah, please, please, I want to meet.
Yeah.
Don't even if you don't buy anything, at least say hi.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
but we actually checked out the prices on Amazon today on what it would cost to order my book and have it shipped here, thanks to our great president. Oh God, it's been wonderful. It was quite a bit more than what I'm going to be selling them for. So
Mm.
it's bargain night at the Kelly Garni show.
Yeah. So, let's go to your second show in Queensland. So, you go from Adelaide up to Queensland at the Coolangatta Hotel on the 5th of
Coolangatta, yeah,
December.
I've been there. I had lunch there with Scott Shelley, Randy's guitar teacher. Now
Yeah.
this is a big deal. Randy's guitar teacher. And when I first met Randy, he was taking lessons from Scott Shelley, and he, would learn from Scott, and then he would come home and he would teach everything he learned to me,
Mm.
who was just learning how to play bass. And so we literally learned how to do everything together musically. And once Scott Shelley got done with Randy, because he taught him a little bit about leads, but I like to say, because I know this to be fact,
Mm.
is he taught Randy enough about leads that Randy could listen to other guitar players and he could copy them, he could figure out what they were doing, and then he could use what he learned from that to do his own thing.
Mm.
So that's what Scott Shelley did. And when we first got into this with Scott, um, I said, well, all right, that's great. Scott's going to be there. I haven't seen him in a lot of years and everything. By the way, he looks younger than me, which really, uh, and when I spoke with him, and I said, this is what I want to do. I want to bring to people, you know, what made Randy Rhoads who Randy Rhoads was.
Mm.
And you're actually the beginning. You and me, really, you and me. But you were first.
Mm.
And so once we got into a conversation about it, he was able to really add a lot of things that I wasn't expecting.
Mm.
And it was really an amazing conversation. So he's really looking forward to doing this. I'm looking forward to even listening to him because,
Yeah.
having lived through it, it's a little bit fascinating.
Yeah, that's good. And he's doing all the shows, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when he taught at Musonia, he was only like 16 years old.
Mm.
But you have to remember, me and Randy were like 11 and 12.
Yeah.
So, you know, he had a few years on us, and he certainly had more experience than we had.
Mm.
If it wasn't for him, I don't think Randy would have been Randy.
Yeah.
He put Randy on the right path, and he phrases that in a very, very articulate way.
Mm. So sure, he's got some great stories to share then.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He saw it. You know, he saw.
Yeah.
I had to answer a question today about somebody wanting to know, did I know that I was playing with this great guitar player?
Mm.
And you know, basically my answer was, well, you know, when I looked over on the other side of the stage, I didn't see this guitar god, this hero, this guy who would inspire so many people.
Mm.
That's just unbelievable. After so many years, I didn't see that ever
Yep.
happening to him. I just saw my best friend. That's what I saw.
Mm.
So I was at a disadvantage, really, to be a judge of Randy's talent. I certainly knew that he would learn something, he would play it, and then he would play it 2 minutes later and play it 10 times better. And then he would play it 2 minutes later after that and play it 100 times better.
Yeah.
That was Randy. And, you know, I was young enough to go, well, maybe that's how everybody learns. Maybe that's how fast everybody. I'm certainly not, but he is.
Yeah, that's amazing. So now I can't wait to hear all those stories.
Yeah, there's some great stories that are going to be told.
Yeah.
You know, it's a great experience to hear it in first out of my mouth, and we're going to hear it out of Scott's.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. That's
Yeah.
good.
And then from there, I'm in Sydney at the Duke of Enmore,
Yes.
December 7th. I hope I get to meet the Duke, and I hope he buys me a drink. Who the Duke is, but sounds like a cool guy to me if he'll have my show. So, but anyways, that's where that show is.
Yep.
I don't know what time it starts, because I mean probably the usual times for whatever's normal around here, and
Maybe 8 o'clock, maybe 8 p.m. Maybe.
yeah, that's a good time to come.
Yep.
Because we have like a meet and greet. There's tickets to some of these things for VIP.
Yep.
I'm not exactly clear on what those are. You know, believe me, the artist is the least informed person in anything like this.
Yeah.
We don't know shit, you know, so that's why I always say, you know, I just go there and they say, go on that stage and this is when you plug in.
Yeah.
And I go, okay. And that's just what I do. I don't know anything.
Yeah. Just do your thing.
Not because I'm some big rock star. I'm most certainly not. But I'm just saying that doing a tour of magnitude I'm doing here, which isn't even that big, is a lot more than I'm usually doing in my normal life at this stage of my life. So, you know, but I am so happy to be here in Australia because I get a lot of fan mail from here. I have a lot of friends here, like you, and so I'm happy to be here and hopefully meet every one of them.
Yeah. So that's a good lead into my next place, Melbourne, where I'm from.
Melbourne at the Workers Club. Sounds like somewhere I should play. You know, I don't know anything about it, but I'm more than happy to play there. That's on December 9th.
Yep.
I might add, too, and this is rather important, and I'm sorry to have to backtrack, but I'll be doing, when I do the Duke, and I'm hanging out with him at the bar in Sydney, that's on December 7th. In the United States is December 6th, which is Randy's birthday.
Okay.
So on that day, there'll be a lot of people at his grave, as there always is every year. And the Rhoads family will be doing what they do for the fans, which is really, really good stuff. They're very involved with the fans. They love the fans as much as I do. And without the fans, there would be no Randy Rhoads today. So, I mean, but the way he inspires people is really the biggest thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
For sure.
And he has the support of not just me, his family, you know, and countless other people get very, very involved with bringing Randy's light that he brought to the music world in their own forms via websites and things like that.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, well, that's going to be an amazing show then. So the 7th at the Duke.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're all going to be amazing, but
Yeah.
yeah. Now,
So,
the one thing I did want to mention, which has changed since last time we spoke, is the other band that's coming out with you. So it's Osmosis. Yeah.
oh, Osmosis. Yes. Yes. Now, let me tell you something about those guys.
Okay.
So, I'm looking for a band that can support me over here.
Mm.
You know, basically, I'm gonna give their bass player a break for a little while. They're gonna do their show.
Yeah.
They're gonna do the Aussie stuff. I really don't do the Aussie stuff because it has nothing to do with me.
Yep.
You know, and I don't have, all the information that, I'll get asked questions about.
Mm.
Hey, when Randy was writing Crazy Train, did they, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't ask me. Ask me about, 2 albums that I did with Randy and Quiet Riot.
Yep.
That's what I know. Now, I realize that those 2 albums that we did with Quiet Riot are much maligned, and everybody says, oh, they sound like shit, and, they're terrible songs, no wonder they didn't make it, and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I agree. It pale comparison to what Randy accomplished with us,
Yep.
and mostly Bob Daisley and Lee supporting the writing of the music.
Yep.
And so, what have I got? Well, I've got those 2 albums.
Mm. Yeah.
So, it was my goal to update them and get a band. I told all these guitar players, I said, listen, play what Randy played, but play it like Dimebag would play it like Zach would play it.
Yeah.
Don't try to be Randy.
Mm.
Let's modernize these songs and make them sound like they were written yesterday instead of, however many years it's been. What, 40, 50?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I'm so old I can't even count that high. But yeah, so Osmosis they've been sending me tapes. I've had FaceTime videos of the rehearsals listening to the whole band, and they're bringing it.
Yeah.
And I said, wow, I finally found some guys that can nail this stuff.
Oh, that's good.
And, because I've tried it with other people in the U.S. in the past, and it didn't go so well.
Yeah.
Because, I actually had to go and relearn these songs,
Mm.
and I thought, it's I'll learn these in 5 minutes. You know what? They're actually kind of hard to play.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, so yeah, these guys stepped up,
Mm.
and they got the job done.
That's
So
good.
we're going to have a 10-song performance of that stuff, of some of our best material. That was a little bit more like what me and Randy really set out to do.
Yep.
And not the kind of dumb songs that our management made us. But yeah, we have some good songs. These guys are nailing it. They're going to sound modern, and everybody's going to love it.
Yeah. That's good. So I'm guessing that there's another band, Snakebite Whiskey. They're still playing as well?
Yeah. They. I'm going to be actually doing a Heavy Fest with them tomorrow night, Friday, and Saturday night somewhere. I don't know, but wherever they take me. And I'm going up, and they are actually covering Killer Girls, which is one of the songs I'll be doing with Osmosis.
Oh, yeah.
But we recorded it here in my friend Scuba Steve's recording studio, which is a pretty damn nice recording studio. And so we recorded that.
Good.
And so these guys want me to come up on stage and play with them and do Killer Girls. So I'm going to do it.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I'm going to look like I belong there.
Yeah.
You know, like I didn't wander off the street. So, because from that point on, I am on the road for a while,
Yeah.
and I'm bringing limited wardrobe.
Yeah.
So, because that's what it's like on the road. I mean,
Yeah.
but meeting the fans
Mm.
and talking to them, signing things and all that, that's what I'm all about.
Yep.
I'm here.
Yeah. That's it.
I came like 8,000 miles or something, to do that for Australia and to represent Randy and preserve his legacy. And that's why I'm here.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be a great show. I mean, all the things you just spoke about, between Snakebite Whiskey, Osmosis, you're playing the Quiet Ride stuff, the Q&A with yourself and Scott. It's going to be huge.
Yeah, Snakebite's a really fun band. I mean, they're the kind of band, that, I'd go see somewhere,
Mm.
because I mean, they're a party ass band, uh, they got a little saying. I probably shouldn't say it on your show, but it's a very rock and roll saying, and these guys bring it too, their own style, and it just shows that rock and roll is not dying
Oh, yeah.
by any means. It
Yeah.
just keeps going. I
Mm.
figured after the hair metal thing, fizzed out, and Sebastian Bach got bald. Well, he didn't, I did. But, I figured after all that was said and done, that would be the end of metal. No, we're seeing a lot of young kids out there
Yep.
who are doing it and doing it their way, and I love seeing it. And I
Yes.
thank you so much for having me on your show, especially on such short notice, so I
No,
can
that's right.
kind of make people aware that all this is going down.
Yep.
And and I want to see people there. And you were kind enough and a good enough friend to give me a few minutes on your show, and I really, really appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.